Hello, friends, enemies, and those undecided. We're here with another monthly update on Age of the Deep, everybody's favorite indie ocean exploration game. I managed to get the game to save and load from this menu here that I designed last month. I had a couple more things to fix this month with this. This is all working on the gamepad right now. There was a few days of back and forth on bug fixing it because it was pretty broken with some of the other nonsense that I was working on with it. Then I added the character information to the save menu with the name of the character per autosave and manual save, so there was a lot of that specific stuff going on in the blueprints. It was about day 140 for the year where I noticed the save slot was changing the character class from the warrior character to the mage character, and that affected the thumbnail for the slot as well as the name of the character. So I had to go back in and refactor how that worked. So this is another autosave it created. Instead of overwriting the initial new game autosave, it creates a new one when you run into the checkpoint. If you were to create a new game save, then it would overwrite this and create additional autosave incremented numbers so you don't lose which one you have. Works the same way for manual saving. Let's just load that back up real quick. So I got all that working, and then I managed to get this to work in the game itself. That was actually pretty quickly. That was only like a day of work. You can save, and then that'll create a manual save, and then you load in here. Here's the manual save. You can load that back up. And then around a couple days after I fixed that part, I added a new marketplace asset for prototyping something. I don't remember what it was. But the asset overwrote some of the ini files, and even when I went to add it in the project, it said, hey, there's already files that exist. Do you want to add them? And I was like, that's weird. Why would it say that? I've never had this asset because I just bought it. So there shouldn't be duplicate files. So, being an idiot, I was like, sure, go ahead and overwrite the files. And then what it ended up doing was replacing my project settings and map settings and input settings with all of those ini files from the asset, which caused about 11,000 blueprint compiler errors to show up. And that took me a long time to fix that and roll all of that back. But once I did fix all of that, what I decided to go ahead and add, other than my capsizing boats, was dolphins. There was a lot of crazy jerky movements at first when I first added this in, like it wasn't rotating correctly, and I've tried to make it rotate as smoothly as I can with the anim graph. And right here what he's doing there is the behavior tree tells him to surface to get a breath of air every now and then. So he's up there doing that. And then here shortly he should return to swimming back into the ocean. And he'll just wander around doing his little dolphin thing. And I think this looks pretty close to how the aquatic creatures behave in Ark, other than the added behavior of surfacing for air. I just wanted to add that extra detail myself because I think that works a little better. And then I wanted to... There's the rays swimming around and the dolphin. Okay, here you go. And I wanted to add those dolphins to a spline movement. And as you can see, that's janky. I did not do this well at all. I was aiming for more of how the dolphins behave in Abzu, but I'm convinced that the giant squid developers are wizards. And I don't know if the dolphins in Abzu actually run off of splines. I was watching some streamers play the dolphin segments, and I'm not entirely convinced that they're on splines all of the time. I'm going to watch a few more, and possibly, if I can get my Xbox to work again, replay it myself. See, they're drifting. It's like Ocean Tokyo Drift over here with the dolphins. So I'm not happy with that at all. I can't have that in the game. I'll fix that. But if I can get my Xbox to work again, I'm going to replay Abzu myself and see if I can figure out how they got their particular dolphin behavior to work. Then I finished up the month of September, and I hit 150 total days for the year. And what I wanted to add for that 150th day was the riding mechanic for the whale. It's definitely janky, and it's early work for this part. I mean, it really was only a day of throwing blueprints together until I can control the whale. I'm pretty sure I'll be able to get this working much cleaner and nicer, and I can make child blueprints of other creatures to do. Given enough time and dedication, and I'm pretty sure I'm not lacking in that department of time and dedication to this game. So I'm going to be taking a break from the dev side for a few days. You know, one, to make this video here to show everybody. I'm also going to be working on the Kickstarter page, probably update the Steam page. Some minor things like that, and generally just do some little marketing things for a little bit to relax my brain from developing, trying to show people the game, and see how much farther we can get later on. But as always, feel free to find me on any of the socials if you want to join the community. I'm pretty active and open for conversation everywhere you can find me. So until next time, hit all the buttons if you feel like it, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye bye.